Good morning.
Hi.
We are up at, it's 9:52 in the morning. We are in fact very late. We are going to do something especially special for, yeah, we'll turn the music down. We are going to, yeah, I get you. The guy, I don't give a f. We're not making any money. Anyway, so we're late for doing something very special, something that needs to happen for this build, or at least our vision of it. And so we're going someplace really cool. So with that in mind,
I'm Hobbs, and you're watching H-Mods.
Hey everyone, I moved my merch store from that website that shall not be named that screwed my couple orders up to Fourth Wall. Check this out. With all new stuff, well, I mean some of the old stuff which you liked, but now this new shirt, the 8-bit console retro shirt that resembles another thing that shall not be named because I don't want to get copy strike. Copy strike? What the hell? What the f***? So yeah, go check out the new stuff. It feels good. I'm wearing one right now and it feels great. So yeah, buy my shit.
so now we're here at the tank museum, which is the coolest thing in the freaking world for me because I've not been in a tank museum in quite a while. Not since Fort Knox.
Hey, Kara.
How we doing?
This is Kyle. He runs the place with his dad. Been wanting to come here for so long, by the way.
Yeah.
That's not kissing your ass. Every time we go to Chicago, we drive past this place, and I see the helicopter out there, and I'm just like, oh, I wonder if they have anything.
Number one thing I hear. I've driven past 100 times and I finally got to stop today.
This is one of the, it's one of those things that goes back to like my childhood. You were talking about your childhood earlier about having been here for so long. My dad and I would go to the Battletech Center in Chicago, what I was telling you about. And there's another place really close to here called Photon. It was like laser tag.
Oh, okay.
And it was like arena laser tag where it had 2 levels, and if you weren't playing, you could plug $1 worth of quarters into it, and you'd be like shooting people from above them. And just like racking up the points. Like, it doesn't affect the game at all. It's just like, oh, you can show your brother that you got 50 shots on whatever. So we're here at a tank museum, and that's an M1 gun simulator that I used to be in. Now you can show it. And it,
You want to pull it in back and get some?
why, yes, we'll do a full Willy Wonka. Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure militarium. I just made that up. What? Oh, man. Oh, there's so much I can tell you about this.
So we have to go.
Okay, I know. So this is a crash plate that you would put up in here, just so you don't like run too hard into the steel. Nobody used them. This is the important bit. I don't even know what this is. This is for the prior simulator, I guess. This is where the happy end is, and this is how you control it. This is your laser ranger finder. They got these. The newer ones had targeting assist. This is for the. This is. In order to move the turret, you have to have this gripped. This bottom one right here. You have to grip it and hold it the whole time. And then as soon as you've got your target, then you got the angry end here.
I've never even been in a real Abrams tank before, so that's on you.
I'm pretty sure the right one was the main gun and the left one is the coax. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Because I know the gun and heat PC Karate is going to be like, nope. And they're going to be able to tell me exactly which version of simulator this is.
Yeah.
There's some really obsessive people.
Oh, yeah.
This is fun because you could crank it right here. Yep. This is how you crank turn the turret. That's so fucking cool. Oh my gosh. And we have one of these too in the driver hole. This is how you get the hatch open. You grip this and you twist it around, which is exactly how mine got fucked up because of a stupid fucking officer cadet. And this is another thing that he pointed out too. I never knew these were there at all. Didn't know, because my favorite thing to do was drive. And so I would fight tooth and nail to get more driving time simulator.
I want to drive an Abrams in the worst way.
Dude, it's the best ride I'll ever have.
Driven an M60, 113, the Sherman, the M110, driven a Stewart, bunch of Jeeps and trucks, the V100, a half track. I got my pilot's license. I fly airplanes. Never got into an Abrams yet. That thing looks like and gets to.
Yeah, it's just... What is this? Tell me about this.
It's a Russian BTR-40. So that's a post-World War II Russian armored car. What's interesting about that one is it was given to the Syrians. It's stripped down. It was given to the Syrians, and then it was actually captured by Israel during the 7-Day War. So if you look at the tires, there are all the writings in Hebrew on them because the Israelis put new tires on it after they captured it from the Syrians. Probably
this is Russian, isn't it?
Swedish, but in the U.S. Army they call it a SUSV, SUSV. I forget what that actually stands for. But this is a Hageland's BV206
with torsion bars.
Yep, torsion bars, and then this is actually a one-piece unit. It steers with articulation, so everybody thinks it's like a prime mover and a trailer. It's not. They're both driven, and then that's how it steers, is with the articulation.
Kind of like a semi-trailer or a hat.
This thing's cool. This is an engine off the 747.
Ooh.
This is...
I walked right past this.
Yeah, it's from the NASA SOFIA project, which was a high-altitude radar telescope. And when they just launched the new Webb telescope a couple years ago...
It spins!
Oh, yeah. It's a functional engine. You could fuel this thing up and go flying with it. Makes 48,000 pounds of thrust.
Good God.
And the 747's got 4 of them on it. But yeah, they retired the SOFIA project when they launched the Webb telescope. And the airplane's down at the Pima Air and Space Museum. And this was a spare engine that NASA kept on hand, and I got the spare engine for it. So we're thinking maybe we'll put a saddle on there and go flying with it.
Do like the Dr. Strangelove?
Yeah, exactly. This command module is this guy right here. So, this is what the Apollo astronauts flew in. And then this is one of the little veneer thrusters off the side of it that help it balance on launch. It's
okay.
A hydrogen peroxide fueled rocket engine. Space shuttle, the heat resistant tiles. Those are super rare.
Did they come off or fall off?
These are all marked as scrap, so they're all ones that never flew.
Okay. Did you ever get to see a space shuttle?
No. My grandma actually lives right outside Cape Canaveral down there, Cape Kennedy now. And when I was probably about 10, we got up at 5 in the morning, drove out there. They got the big countdown clocks, 5, 4, 3. Flock of seagulls flew over the top of it and they scrubbed the mission. And then once they scrub the launch, it takes them like a week or two to refuel and rearm and get ready to go. And by that time, I was back up here in Illinois.
That sucks.
Yep. This is a control panel for a Humvee driving simulator. So you can change the driving conditions, mud, earth. You can change how much fuel they got on board. And then the readout of their controllers, like, oh, we want to tell them that it's overcharging or undercharging. But we thought it looked like a mission control panel for NASA, so that's why we threw it there. But that's the oldie simulator before those ones.
There's so many dick moves on this panel right now. This is the
so that's a
Christie American.
So that's called a universal carrier. What's really interesting about these, they're kind of cool, is they were never deployed to the U.S. Army. They were only lend-lease out to the British. But then at the Battle of Dunkirk, a lot of them were captured by the Germans. And then
really weird when you think about the fact that it was in Scotland.
Yeah, those are all ship lanterns up there. I have a whole nother display of them in the back too. Those all came out of the bottom of the USS Midway out there in San Diego. I got all the ship binnacles and all these. It was all stuff that had been in the bowels of the ship for 30 years, and the Navy was cleaning it out.
Are we talking not like the port starboard signals?
Some of them are. Some of them are just watch lights and stuff like that.
Is that a green one?
Those all look clear to me, but I do have greens and reds as well. I'll show you them all when we get to the back.
I put this together and I ask myself all the time, have you realized that port starboard, left is shorter than right, and left is port.
Yep. 4 letters.
Red is shorter than green. Red is
support.
Yep.
It took me 45 years to put that together.
I have a Foot Locker over there. It's built by the Piggly Wiggly Corporation. They made Foot Lockers during the war. And then, so the Weasel, we walked past it. That was built by Studebaker in Indiana. This half track was built by International Harvester right down here in Libertyville. And then my Stewart tank there was built by Twin Disc and Racine. So all of these were all Midwest produced vehicles.
It really gives you a perspective as to how important the government was paying all these companies to do all that, but they weren't paying them much.
Nope. It's that
They were just like, we have to do this to be good Americans kind of thing.
Yep.
Look at these crappy treads.
Mm-hmm. Rubber band stuff.
Rubber band, and it is a clear example in this particular context as to the idiocy of the American war machine, because these things sucked. There was an American inventor named Christie who came to the military, and he's like, I got something better. And they're like, nope, f*** you. And he's like, okay, I'll sell it to the French and the Russians.
Got my Chinese motorcycle here. This is the Chinese copy of the Russian copy of the German BMW R71.
To this day.
Yep, brand new. You can go buy them. That one's brand new. It's got 4 miles on it. It's never even had oil put in it or
Might want to
anything.
put some more air in your tire.
Yeah, it's going flat. It's you'll see a lot of flat tires.
Brand new one.
They
My
still make
dad-
'em.
Yeah, they still bought. Yeah, you can go right over to China and buy them in the crate brand new. The goal someday is to paint that one up like the Nazi motorcycle and put the MG34 on it and whatever else.
Yep. Get one of those Sean Connery hats and put it in the sidecar.
There you go. Yeah, just like Indiana Jones.
I'm sorry. They got us.
This brings back so.
120,000
I had one of these
pounds.
outside my barracks. Is that a Duster?
Yep, M42 Duster.
What
I
happened
have
to the
2
guy?
of them here, and then I have one in my shop across the street that I'm restoring to get driving.
What happened to this?
I have no idea. Something pretty substantial, yeah. Thing.
We had this thing's little brother on carrying M1s.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Little.
And I mean little brother, as in like the newer version.
Yeah, the M88 probably.
Those were a lot of fun to see. It's like
They're big.
someone breaks their tank and those things just.
So that's a straight M60. This thing's serial number like 24 or something like that. This is a Sextant. This is the Canadian version of the Priest on the Ram chassis. A Sherman turret that was a range target.
Hell.
Yeah, 20 millimeter Vulcan cannon. The Higgins boat. This made a combat landing in World War II. M37, self-propelled.
Look at
Predator drone, MQ-1. I got the M47.
this. Just the front skirt's up to my nipples.
Pretty big boy, weighs 28,000 pounds.
No, but I have always, I've seen so many videos of these things, but I have always thought that the rear section was farther back. The engines, I always thought were like a good 3 or 4 feet further back than they were.
Okay.
I never thought it was this short.
T-38, supersonic jet trainer.
Looks like a spy plane.
In the first Top Gun, they're MiGs.
I'd like to thank Kyle from the Russell Military Museum for letting us come in here and basically do whatever we want. He's super, super cool.
Hi, Kyle.
Thank you, Kyle.
You're welcome.
We'll see you next week.